go. Florida, Georgia. It's time.
Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida, and the annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. Not a lot of distance between the Gators and the Dogs, and once a year they come here close to the state line and draw their own battle lines. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
All right, now we go.
The Gators will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Georgia's offense will get the first swing of the game. This nasty, bitter feud, most of the years carried out on supposedly neutral ground, carries high stakes today, guys.
I'll tell you what's always fun about watching this game between Florida and Georgia is that there is just so much speed on the field. I felt that way when I played in this game. There's so much NFL talent racing around. The game just moves faster than most other games in college football.
I completely agree, but you did say the name of the game wrong. It's the Georgia-Florida game. In this rivalry, it's always played in Jacksonville, but speed, bragging rights, this game always matters to the fans.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
One of the things I love about this defense. Ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense, try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So the Florida Gators offense will get the ball for the first time. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
And typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality, let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. Oh, look out. He's at the 20. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Florida. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
We may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves.
Keep it rolling. Got to make a statement.
Put it in the end zone.
Trying to get in these playoffs.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. The Dogs able to hunker down and get out with a close win the last time they saw the Gators.
Yeah, and anytime you get a win in Jacksonville, anytime you beat Florida, it's a success. It doesn't matter if it's by 100 or if it's by 1. Georgia fans know how much this means to them, and so do these players.
Yeah, you know, they call this game the world's largest cocktail party. The energy in the stands is just completely different. That's something David and I obviously have experienced before. And after that Georgia win last year, man, those Bulldog fans, they stuck around. They were here in Jacksonville, hanging out at the stadium, enjoying it all through the night. They've been enjoying it all year, and we're hoping to order some more adult beverages after this one, too.
2nd and 10 here. The play action fake. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Pocket starts to collapse. Looking deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He's loose. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs under. Just too much speed. Couldn't. End zone for 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Stanford overcame a slop. And just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Palo Alto, this Cardinal team has to be thrilled with this result. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Open.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. The give to the running back from the shotgun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
It's complete on the right side. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. The Gators look to do some damage in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Pitts. He's got his man. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
And the Gators line it up with a 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gator! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off play action on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
They go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Georgia!
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The Gators are rolling down the field. The give to the tailback. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They want to run it left here. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But, man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
On 4th down, flexing that muscle in the run game. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2. Can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical. Got to break tackles. Got to go through people. Whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback checking the play. Hand off from the shotgun. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good game.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the ground to try to move the chains. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He got it. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have 2 longtime foes like the Gators and Dogs duking it out on neutral turf, you know emotions will run high. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Florida and Georgia plays out.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
The give. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Quickly out to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll throw it on first down. He finds his man. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
We've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it, open.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. He leaves it with his back. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Pitts. Working that left side now. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Zings it complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wide out in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Georgia, 14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. 1st down to start the drive after the break. Looking for a man, it's Pitts. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, the offense staying aggressive. They've had success all game long. They just came away with a big play, but finally give up the sack. If they can keep this quarterback standing up, though, they can extend their lead.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Using the quick game. Makes a catch and knocked down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. As Florida fans like to say, come on, Gators, get up and go. And they're starting to go and run away from the Dogs.
It's great to be a Florida Gator. The Gators showing off the speed now, running away with this thing in the second half. You're just seeing all the talent that they've been able to recruit down in Gainesville.
Yeah, they've been recruiting talent. You think about Steve Spurrier, had such a great run with Florida as a head coach. They're taking care of business today. They're not making this look like much of a rout.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turn at the 47.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and are still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man on the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll keep it himself. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. In plus territory, not really much of a decision to make there. They had to go for it, and it paid off.
Yeah, they know points are going to be at a premium in this game, so they're going for it here, no doubt. Nice job picking up the first and now putting a lot of pressure on this defense.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Looking to throw it again. Firing to the right, complete. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Defense in press coverage. He's going to pass on 2nd down. The ball is out behind the line. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He snares it in the end
Fuck
zone.
out of here, bro.
Touchdown, Dogs!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Okay, you have a 2-score advantage here, so while you want to be aggressive, David, don't hand them a cheap one.
Dang right. I'm not being reckless. I can still be aggressive, but a punt is not the worst thing, Jesse, in this situation in the 4th quarter.
You're right, David. You don't want to be reckless. So as a play caller here, let's dial up some things you know your quarterback sees well in the passing game.
Scanning the field, it's Pitts. Unloads it downfield. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his big tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass.
Of course, because I'm just sitting there swinging and you can't get off. Like, I don't know what the fuck is the point. What are we doing?
Their own 39-yard line. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
Like, are you not a grown man? Get the fuck off the block.
On 2nd down.
Comes with Sean last game.
He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Defense gets the timeout call. 20 seconds left on the clock. Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. He's looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Going back to that ball.
You want to have a lot of success on defense, make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a prayer.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and win this thing at the buzzer.
Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or two. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
They're coming out. Goodbye.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt.